set your coaches and pros, the X's and O's. This is the best. What we do, what we know. So let's go. All right, so this is it right here. Down, y'all got my bracket up there. The bracket is up. I'll get this other one pulled down so y'all can see just all the bracket. Get the other page down. This the whole bracket. This is my bracket from starting at the top. What team did I already talk about? I already talked about Oklahoma winning. So with that being said, I'm going to advance Oklahoma, right? I'm advance Oklahoma over with Indiana. That'll be Indiana's first opponent, right? So now, and then the next game that popped up was Miami and Texas A&M. Now, I think this is going to be final for me, but who knows, right? Who knows? This is probably going to be final for me. Texas A&M and Miami. Miami has the team to beat Texas A&M. They do. They absolutely do. They have the offense. They got the weapon. Don't know what Cassius Howell is going to do. I know they're going to have a game plan for him. I think this game is going to be a high-score game. I think you're going to have to outscore the opponent. But ultimately, I think that A&M just winds up being a little too much for Miami in this one. I do. I honestly do think that they're going to be a little too much. But for some reason, it's just like Miami giving me this vibe that they want to advance, right? That they must advance, that they're going to win this game. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you get this weird feeling like Miami got that could pull it off but they got match for match. They got a dual threat quarterback. I don't think that Miami's played too many of those this year. That's going to get busy. Like how Reed is, Marcel Reed, Concepcion being there on that offense, you know what I'm saying? And you just seen it. He's one of the most versatile people in college football. He got the trophy for crying out. Malachi Tony's there too, but they got other receivers. They got a good run game. They got good trenches. That's consistent. They did lose to Texas, but that's Texas, right? That's not SMU, right? You know what I'm saying? Texas will beat SMU. Without a doubt, right? That's what we rolling with in that game this year. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely going with A&M, but I'm not switching up, man. I'm going with A&M. And in this one, I'll even go to JMU. I will talk about James Madison and Oregon. Oregon's defense has not been consistent. It just hasn't been. It has not been consistent. They have let up the run. There's holes in it. They have a lot more talent than James Madison has. They just do. That's a fact, right? That's a fact that we all know, that they just have more talent than James Madison. They out-talent that team. But I don't know if talent alone just wins you this game. I don't know. I mean, we know it does in a way, but James Madison is coached up so well. They have done such a great job with coaching that team at James Madison. They just have. The coaching staff, they deserve it, man. He just has been doing a great job. He's on his way up to UCLA. Spent some time out Holy Cross. That's just not Kurt Cignetti's doing. He has built the culture. Don't know if they just gonna roll over and let them do it. But Oregon got their head coaches moving on to greater their defensive coaches moving on to better pastures. Finally got a head coaching job because he's a beast. But Oregon gets it, man. They get the dub. But James Madison run game, that's what they got. That's what they're going to lean on in this game. Expect that running back to do some damage. You know what I'm saying? Because especially if Oregon is out of pocket. If Oregon stops the run on James Madison immediately, and I'm talking like this because I've seen James Madison play, they run the ball, and they run the ball very well. The offensive line, they not scared of the moment. The quarterback is a dual threat that can run, because they got some receivers that can hurt you down the field. But as long as Oregon plays disciplined football, they got the talent to beat that team. Like there's James Madison got good players. They don't got the talent that Oregon does. And if one, and I'll say it again, if one G5 team deserved to make it, it would have been James Madison. Don't know how Tulane made it. That's crazy. Tulane fans, y'all about to get whooped. There's nothing at all that Tulane can do with Ole Miss. There's nothing, absolutely nothing. There's nothing y'all can do. They're gonna come out now. Retzlaff is y'all. He's the guy. Last time they came out, he was the leading rusher in that game. He obviously he's gonna lead in passing, but he also was the leading rusher in that game. 45-10 was the last score of that. I think we're going to see that again. I think we're going to see that again. And they're going to go on to play Georgia, because maybe they may get 17 this time. I don't think it's going to make a difference in this game that Lane Kiffin is not there to coach Ole Miss, because, listen, we know Summerall's gone, right? Or he's going to move on. Great coach. He knows he don't have the talent to match up with Ole Miss. Tulane got in there because they won the American Athletic Conference. That conference played inconsistent ball. Tulane, and I'll say this over and over again, lost to UTSA. Period. Don't want to hear no more. I don't want to hear no more. But anyway, moving on to the next game. Then you'll have, so with my matchups being the first round like that, this is the way that I think the second round is going to end up. I think that Oregon's going to wind up playing Texas Tech. Oklahoma's going to wind up playing Indiana. Ole Miss playing Georgia. Texas A&M playing Ohio State. In these matchups, I think that some things have changed, and I think that Oregon, this game to Texas A&M, I think that Texas A&M has the team to beat Oregon. They do. They absolutely do. They do, y'all. Jacob Rodriguez being in the middle, their fitting is perfect. The defensive line is there. Oregon having a tough run the ball. Passing the ball, I think Oregon's going to be Oregon's best bet. So it's going to wind up being on the arm of Deontay Moore. Even though I speak highly of their quarterbacks and what Deontay Moore can do, I just don't know if he's going to be able to do enough to beat Texas Tech. This team is not a Big 12 team. It's not, y'all. I just want that to be cleared to a lot of people. They're in the Big 12. But they're not. But they can square up with a lot of people. And this is where the shock comes. This is where it changed. I took Oregon to go all the way the first time. I got Texas Tech advancing. I do. That's crazy, right? But yeah, I got Texas Tech beating Oregon this time. Yes, I do. Round 2 ain't here yet. I'm just having fun with it. Because it can happen. Any of these remaining 8 teams can beat each other. There's not one team that can't win. It's just not there. Just not one team that can win it. All these teams can win it. You know what I mean? And that's it. So now I'm gonna roll with this game, I'm still going with Indiana because I think that they face defenses not like Oklahoma, but I don't think that Oklahoma is going to come down to who's going to let up a little bit. Very good game. I think, to be honest, I think Indiana and Oklahoma might be one of the better football games in a while, but I think Indiana pulls that off. I think Indiana gets that. I'm still rolling with Indiana, right? And Ole Miss, I do think that Georgia gets their get back against Ole Miss. Hurt them. But I think Georgia advances in this game. So I'm going to roll with Georgia to advance because this missing Lane Kiffin in this game, this matchup against Georgia is going to hurt them. I dig it. Out, but I just don't think that it's going to happen. Now, I'm going to probably do another one, like I said. But now, this Texas A&M and Ohio State game is but I just have not seen a team play the way that they're able to run a rock, that way Jeremiah Smith is about to go off this game. Another good one. I think Ohio State pulls it off. Close game. They win it. I think Ohio State goes in, right? That's me. They advance. This is where it gets weird at. Because Ohio State and Georgia, from Texas Tech, Indiana, familiar, right? They ain't going to be familiar, right? Good game, good matchup. I think Indiana, I think that going against Ryan Day, I think that Mike Bobo going up against Matt Patricia, it's going to be crazy. I think that's going to be super crazy. But Georgia can't run the ball well, and Ohio State struggled with that, right? I think Georgia pulls it off, yo. Sorry, Ohio State. I've been rocking with y'all, man. Been rocking with y'all. And I'm going to make another one. I still might go Ohio State. I've been rocking with Ohio State. I said that y'all got the best defense in the college football. I still think so. But Georgia can run the ball. If Julian saying is going to be a right now, as it is right now, me looking at it now, I'll go back and I'll continue to look at games and everything. But Georgia can run the ball well. You haven't really done that well stopping it. All right. But I'm going with Georgia right now, right? Texas Tech and Indiana planning, going at it. No, Kirstenetti's team is going to show up well coached. I know that coach is Jerry Maguire's team is going to show up. Indiana can hit you from all angles, and so can Texas Tech. Think it comes down to who's leading the helm. It goes all in, playing national championship game right now. Indiana and Georgia in my eyes. I also think that Ohio State can end up there. You know, I do. My team, Ohio State, Indiana, and Georgia are the three finalist teams. I think that can end up in this game. Because I do think that Ohio State has one of the best defenses they had, but they lost, and they didn't lose to a bad Curt Cignetti team. So let's get the team. Curt Cignetti's team is really good. Let's get that clear right now. That's a really good football team, really good college football team. Want to let y'all know that. That's no walkover team. Who's the national champs? I ain't giving that to y'all right now. I went with Oregon and win it last week. Because I do think a Big Ten team will win. Georgia, I do. I think of any big. The Big Ten, I'm rolling right now. Big Ten all the way. I think that's who's going to win the national championship. I like the way that I did my little joint, switched up some games on y'all, changed my mind up a little bit, but because you can do more than one bracket, right? Did my first one last week. It's my second one. I don't know, going in between Ohio and excuse me. I'm still stuck on Ohio and Georgia in that game. And unless and winds up knocking Ohio State out in the second round. But for the first round, for sure, it's going to end up the way that I think it is. I know that. Now, the rest is kind of a fantasy type of move, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really not solidified. It's just of what I see from research and watching the film on the games. You know what I'm saying? So, but the first round, them picks is in for sure. A&M's going to beat Miami. Oregon's going to beat James Madison. Ole Miss is going to beat Tulane. Who else was it again? I can't remember who it was. Oh, yeah. And Oklahoma's going to beat Alabama. Yeah, that's what I got for the first. All right. Now, always give it up, man. That's it for the wrap up for the week. Football talk, college football, bowl games, and everything, man. Y'all know I always give it up, man. I always tell y'all, pray for yourself, pray for each other, pray for me. I'm always praying for y'all. Peace.